and this is the Dad Pod. So, on today's episode, we decided that we were going to go ahead and delve into food subject. Basically, we'll probably focus more on candy bars and the types of candies that we liked as kids. But I think we also might end up talking about a couple of things that we have created over the years.
I remember as a kid, candy's always been a big thing for me. I've always had a major sweet tooth.
Yeah.
One of my absolute favorites as a kid was, I know nobody really qualifies it as candy, because it's really not. But I mean, now that the Reese's gone in that way, I guess it is now. But the Nutty Bars.
Oh yeah. Nutty Bars are freaking fantastic.
Love pulling them apart.
Getting them to that point where it's like trying to get them on the larger square side so that you could just lick them out of the individual squares.
Every time, just pull them apart.
I don't think I ever, maybe once or twice, actually ate it.
Because it's not right. It wasn't right. You're supposed to pull them apart. It's like an Oreo. You don't eat them whole, you pull them apart.
A lot of the...
You are wrong. No offense, but you are wrong.
I don't know why my wife even tries to talk to us, but she's
so
just
wrong.
She's so wrong. She's sitting over there. She's always sitting across from us as we're doing this. Doesn't ever introduce herself, but she always interjects.
Anyways, I've always found Nutty Bars to be that perfect, just enough peanut butter and wafer to overclass the chocolate.
Oh yeah.
I've never been a chocolate person. I dislike it greatly.
No, I know. I mean, every time that me and you hung out, I was like, "Hey, you want some chocolate milk?" You're like, "No, I got some strawberry milk though."
Always.
Yeah.
Chocolate is... I taste the bitter of the cocoa, and I don't like it.
And I like bitter. I like things like coffees. I like darker beers. I like chocolate. But when it comes down to like being a sweet kind of guy, I really, growing up, didn't have much of a sweet tooth myself. I love Reese's. If anybody was to ask me what kind of candy bar I would want, I want a Reese. Or a Reese type product, because I like the type of peanut butter that they have into it. Whatever they do with their...
I think they just add sugar.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's basically a peanut butter fudge powder that they condense into a patty and then cover in chocolate.
Pretty much, yeah. But they're still good.
And what I found interesting, I learned a couple of years ago that the American chocolate industry, they actually add a bunch of wax into the candies. A lot of wax into chocolate, especially.
Really?
Yeah. And the reason that they do that is to keep its form.
Ah. Yeah.
They don't want it to melt too much. So wax is a very good substance that keeps its form under certain temperatures. Now, oh goodness. Oh, we're recording this at 1 a.m.
It happens. We got a little sidetracked today.
Yeah, a lot of. I messaged you like 2 hours ago, like, "Hey, are we doing this?"
Yeah. Just kind of skipped our mind. It's been one of those days.
Now, what my wife will tell you is, and I've told her this basically since day one, is I don't like gummy candies. I don't like sweet candies.
He really doesn't. I think it was, what was it, the first pod we ever did? I went out and bought Nordic Fish.
Oh yeah, it was
Nordic Fish.
Nordic Fish, the Kroger brand version
it was
Swedish
the second one.
fish.
It was the one that the mental health. Because I actually stay out here for that.
That's right.
It was the second one. Okay.
You guys were munching down on those Nordic Fish as we were talking, and I was like, ugh, gosh.
I tell you, gummies always been one of my kind of favorites.
Same.
As for candy bar, my favorite would have to be Payday. No chocolate, Caramel, peanuts. Can't go wrong.
Oh yeah, that by far is one of my favorites, and it didn't become my favorite until recently. To be honest, I ended up. She was working at Sam's Club,
Right.
and I went in one day and I'm like, huh, I could buy a box of like 20 chocolate bars for $10. I'm totally doing that. And one of the candy bars in there was a payday. So, and I munched down on just one of them because I hadn't had one in a while. I ate it and it was absolutely delicious. Yeah.
I think paydays became my favorite back in about, I want to say 7th grade during the job fair.
Up
They had
until
us
they
do.
got the new recipe, mine with Butterfinger.
Yeah.
And then they changed the recipe recently, and I don't like it anymore.
Honestly, I was never impressed with Butterfinger. Their peanut butter was a bit too chalky for me.
Well, on top of that, it's more of like a peanut brittle
It is. It really
covered
is.
in chocolate.
The
I
don't like how
the
it,
new one's
like-
too salty to me.
Yeah, it is a bit too salty.
I don't like how it sticks to my teeth when I try to eat it.
I don't.
That is
doesn't-
the
the
only
new one doesn't
candy
do
bar
that
I
as bad.
dislike for sticking to my teeth.
No, I don't actually chew mine. I'll actually like let it melt in my mouth, literally, and then just I like move my tongue around the peanut butter as it's melting. It's so weird, but I love it. What's your favorite cookie?
Cookie. Oh, that's difficult because I mean there's Oreos.
Oreos. Love Oreos.
Love Oreos. White chocolate macadamia nut cookies are probably the best cookie I've ever eaten.
I love those. Like, I haven't had one forever. They've got one at Subway that's white macadamia with raspberry,
No.
isn't it?
Raspberry cheesecake with white chocolate chip.
White chocolate. I know. I thought they had the nuts.
Do not know. There is not macadamia nuts in
Okay, well, I like that one. I like the raspberry white chocolate chip one. But I swear, didn't they have a macadamia nut one?
Yes, white chocolate chip.
Okay. Yeah, I swear I remember eating one. Those are good. Now, as far as Oreos go, those are my all-time favorite cookie for one particular reason. As long as they don't have, if it's not the larger sized ones like the double stuff, mega stuff, most stuffed ones,
Yeah.
I can take a fork, slide it into the cream, and then dunk it
Well,
into
even double stuff would work for that.
Yeah, the double stuffs. They're good. We found the.
Probably about perfect for that, actually.
What was the one that we got the other day?
Huh?
The Oreos that we got the other day. What were they?
Fucking no.
What? It was the one above the double stuff.
Mega.
Mega
The
stuff.
mega stuff.
I think that's a little too much cream.
That's the thing, is that if you dunk it in, it doesn't sog up the cookie all the way. And I like the cookie really,
Yeah.
really soggy.
I like to do that too, mostly because it helps kill the bitter.
Yeah.
Is the chocolate in the cookie.
Yeah. And Oreo doesn't have as much bitter as if it was just straight up chocolate, which is great. And then as opposed to the nutty bar, we've got the Nutter Butters. We did say nutty bar earlier, right? When we were talking about the wafers.
Yes.
Good nutty.
Wait. Did we?
I think we might have said Nutter Butter. We were talking about the nutty bar.
Yes.
It's Nutty Buddies.
Nutty Buddies.
They're Nutty Buddies.
Oh, that's
No.
it. Nutty
Are they?
Buddies.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
You said
I thought they were like
something else.
Nutter. We were saying Nutter Butter. That's the cookie. The Nutter Butter is the cookie.
Yeah.
And that's it's the cream with the 2 peanut butter cookies on either side. I like doing the same thing. I mean, they're both Oreo and those are both Nabisco. So
Honestly, I was never impressed with Nutty Butters.
no,
Nutter Butters.
I mean
whatever
you're
they
not.
are.
I don't think you're too much of a peanut butter fan.
Oh, I love peanut butter.
Oh,
I make
the hell am I
homemade
thinking
peanut butter
of?
cookies all the time.
oh yeah,
2-step easy peanut butter cookies.
sugar, peanut butter. That's it.
Pretty much.
Sugar, peanut butter.
Flour.
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 I don't like doing flour.
Sugar, peanut butter.
An egg. That's right.
Of 1
Yeah,
to
that'll
1
work.
Ratio.
1-1-1.
1 cup peanut butter, 1 cup sugar, and 1 egg.
And it.
I put a little flour in there just to fluff it a little bit.
No.
And,
I don't like my cookies very scone-like, and that's what ends up happening.
And I like to put cinnamon sugar on top too.
Ooh, I've never done that. That sounds good.
Oh, it is.
We'll have to try that one.
Cinnamon sugar peanut butter cookies. It sounds weird, but it's actually really good.
One thing I really like making is peanut butter fudge.
Oh, yeah.
Bri loves my peanut butter fudge. Oh, gosh. And it's a very simple recipe. It's just boil sugar and milk, and then once it reaches a certain temperature, you mix it in with peanut butter and dump it into a greased pan.
Pulling us back to candy, though.
Oh, sorry. Foods.
I mean, yeah, we said it was going to be foods in general, but
at least we're not going completely off
back to candy.
Yeah.
Because I remember high school. Think about it for a second. See if you can think what I'm thinking right now.
I'm trying. One of the things I remember from high school is those coffees. Did you ever get those?
No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh, they were so good.
Think French class. We never took it.
The bonbons.
The bonbons.
The bonbons. So
little packets of crack.
Those things weren't all that big either. They were like what? Like
they were like a packet of fruit snacks almost.
Yeah, it was like
4th of July last year.
Yes.
Boy Scouts were selling them.
Yes. And they were absolutely. Oh, I thought I told you about that.
You didn't.
So Boy Scouts.
Now I'm upset with you.
My son's troop, they were selling bonbons.
Troop.
And you didn't get me any?
Dens. Troop is Girl Scouts.
No.
Pretty sure Den is Girl Scouts, but whatever.
Well, Den is the individual.
Packs. They're packs.
Pack. Troop. No, Troop 187. Pack
Yeah.
187. You're right.
Pack.
Whatever.
Girl Scouts is Troop.
You know what? Do a Google search on
Back to the topic.
So, the French class would actually get them in bulk from France, and they would sell them as a way to raise up money for
They were like
fundraising.
$1, right? Something like that?
No, they were pretty expensive. They were like $3 a piece. Well, I might be wrong.
I remember getting them for like $1. Because I'd always bring in like $5 and carry a bunch of them around and just popping them all day.
Yeah, and if you end up doing that, it would always end up being the same thing. You would get them, people would find out that you had them, and be like, "Can I have one?" No, you can't have one. Come on, let me have one. No, you're not allowed to have one.
Think Napoleon Dynamite and the Tots scene.
Oh my god, let me have your bonbons. Those things were, like you said, crack. They were straight ice.
Crack in a baggie.
They were amazing. There was 2 flavors, and blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry and strawberry, I believe it was.
Blue raspberry beat out.
That's the only way to go, man.
Oh my gosh.
Only way to go.
And that's the only type of chewy, fruity candy I actually liked growing up. And I think it was because it had kind of a cream texture to it.
Well, not only that, you got to remember it had the dusting on the outside to help keep it from sticking to your teeth.
Which was probably literally crack. Gosh,
now that I think about it.
Don't do a spit take.
Not on video.
Oh my
But now
gosh.
that you say something, it could have very well have been crack.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to say?
And you know, besides the fact that we have specific views about how they ended up doing away with a whole bunch of sugary stuff in schools these days, but do you remember they had the icy machine in the middle window of the lunchroom?
Oh yeah, I remember. You'd go up and be like, "All right, I want a red one," and it would be the slush puppies.
That's what it was.
It's called, slush puppies.
Oh my gosh.
And they were ices basically, but you know, not quite.
See, I'm trying to think of other candies that happened at school. I remember a lot of people were. It's not candy, but they were getting the flaming hot Cheetos. And
That was
dipping
ever
them in
popular. The Red Baron pizzas were ever popular.
Everybody loved those.
The French fries were like,
Godly.
yeah.
I mean, like they ended up changing them halfway through like freshman years,
Something like that.
sophomore year, and they were amazing past that point.
Yeah, I remember being able to sneak through the line with a few of them every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
I was not a very good kid.
Oh, God. You were...
I probably actually owe the school, like, well over $400.
I would
in
not doubt that.
food. But they will never know. I think I'm pretty much the reason they ended up putting cameras in the lunch lines.
Are you looking for a fufu?
Yes.
In front of the crib.
On the floor?
Maybe.
I had one that just disappeared.
So...
Pretty sure I'm the reason they ended up putting cameras in the lunch lines.
Probably. I remember when they did that. Everybody was like, hey, I'm on camera.
It's funny though because I still got away with it.
What's crazy? I was talking about those coffees. It was, I don't know where they came from. Didn't have a regular pop top like regular sodas and other drinks do.
Coffee. I'm trying to remember what you're talking about because I think I actually might have had some. I just don't remember them.
They had such an interesting design to them. The cans were like older tin cans. They weren't like the ones that we use today.
I have a vague recollection of chilled coffees.
Yeah, they were cold coffees, and it was way before cold coffee was like really, really popular. It was just back in 2006 or 7. They're like right before they started getting really popular. And I loved those damn things, and I could only get them in high school.
Yeah,
Well,
we never did ever figure out where they got them from.
The craziest thing, though, I ended up going down and visiting with my mom. She was living in West Virginia, and this tiny-ass town had basically imagine your everyday corner store here in Ohio, but that's the only store for like 20 miles in either direction of this highway.
So basically CVS for an entire town.
Not even CVS.
Ooh.
We're talking like mom, pa.
Oh no.
Not even a gas station, but the convenience store at a gas station.
Oh God.
It was a little bit bigger. They did have more stuff that you could get to survive on if you needed to.
Right.
It was a little more expensive, but they made it work. But I was going through the aisles trying to find something to drink, and I saw it right there, sitting in the cooler section. I was like, "Holy crap! No way!" So I grabbed it, I drank it, and it was every bit what I remember.
Really?
I didn't think to take a picture of it. I didn't think about what the name was. Nothing.
Oh man.
Yeah. So again, it is forever lost to me. But those things were deliciously awesome.
I remember those. They were.
Now that I'm talking about them,
I do remember. It took a minute. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
and
spark.
They weren't
but
sweet and they weren't too bitter. The type of coffee that they had a very nice roast to them.
It did. It had a. I will say it wasn't a dark roast. I can tell you that much.
No, it was a lighter roast. It was a very flavorful coffee. Oh.
And I remember they had them in the cold cabinets in the lunch line. And
They were like $1 a piece.
no, they were $1.50 each.
Yeah, that's right. $1.50. The slush puppies were 75 cents.
Yeah. Which made them more popular than the coffees, obviously, because...
Cheaper sugar high.
Yeah.
Hee. Let's give a whole bunch of kids a whole lot of sugar. Yeah. They should have had PE class right after.
Yeah.
For the whole freaking everybody ends up like putting up the tables and then doing jumping jacks.
I remember being able to buy live wire right out the machine.
Oh yeah. Every once in a while, I would get a Crush, orange Crush.
Orange Crush. You can never go wrong with Orange Crush.
And it was crazy because there was only one machine in the whole school that had it. It was
right outside the guidance counselor's office.
Yes, because it was right there. Like it was right by that exit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe I remember that.
I know, right? You blocked out a
All
lot.
the things I don't remember. I remember the exact location of a damn pop machine.
That and A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Yeah.
And what was that? I can't remember it now, but it was that really long equation that there's like a song that was put to it. At one point, I was able to recite it.
Oh, I can't
it's lost
remember
to me.
either.
But you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, right? Because
It was clever.
up till like 5 years ago, I could remember it.
Yeah. Your memory started to go too.
Yeah.
Mine's never really been there. So.
No, yeah, it's bad. But
Well, now that we're into food and stuff, why don't we talk about Friday? Well, Thursday night.
Thursday night. So every year, Kevin and I have this tradition. We started it, I want to say, like, not 10 years ago, but close to it. Because
It was not long after high school, was it?
John wasn't even maybe a year or two old when we first did it.
I think it was 2. I think it was just after his second birthday. So it was about 8 years ago.
Epic Mealtime did a segment on
Breakfast pizza.
breakfast pizza. And they did a huge breakfast pizza. Then they also did another segment on fast food lasagna. Me and Kevin got to thinking, why don't we make our own epic meal? It was a breakfast lasagna. The first one sucked.
Well, it didn't suck.
It sucked.
It didn't suck. It just... we didn't know how we wanted to do it yet, so it wasn't quite balanced enough for us.
Right. Every year we've tried to do one, and
Every year it gets better.
every year it gets better. So Thursday night we ended up doing it, and it was the best one we've ever done. The perfect ratio of cheese, bacon, gravy, everything.
Everything.
The right crescent rolls this time. They were thin
I
and
know
crispy.
we've played around with the crescent rolls a few times.
Yeah.
Just figuring out what we
I didn't
wanted.
like it last time because they were sweet.
Well, that's what you get for going to the dollar store to get them, you know?
That and we got like they were like the honey ones.
Yeah. We weren't paying attention when we bought them. But, you know, it was a perfect combination of crescent roll and hash brown and sausage and bacon.
And we didn't have the hash brown last time. This time we did it, and we did it right too.
We did. We actually cooked it all in time this time.
And I think last time we did it, we ended up rushing it. And a lot of the times oh god, heartburn. Well, a lot of the times we've rushed it too, just because we wanted to get it done.
We wanted to get it done so we could eat.
But this time we decided to relax.
Took our time. We even let the kids help a little bit.
John, he shredded up the cheese.
Most of the cheese.
Most of
I
the
finished it off for him.
He also crushed up the bacon.
And that's broken.
That was our
One of the
last.
babes dropped their pacifiers. Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was my coffee mug.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
There was still coffee in it.
Oh god.
Doesn't look like there's anything down there. Oh, I lied.
There's a little bit of coffee on the floor.
A little bit. Anyways.
Jasper helped with the cheese,
Yeah.
and James helped with eating it.
Stealing all the bacon he could possibly
Oh
get.
my gosh, he got so much bacon.
I can't believe it.
I mean, as a 2-year-old, you learn early on the beautiful majesties of bacon.
You really do. And then you just stand in the kitchen in the way going,
more bacon.
eh.
I need that bacon. And this time we did it good because it was the already pre-done bacon, and we baked it in the oven to finish like doing the cooking process of it. We rendered the fat from that and used that with the crescent rolls. So instead of actually making the crescent rolls, we laid out the dough and then baked it like that, which gave
Flat sheets instead of crescent rolls.
which gave it a nice crispy, airy crunch.
And not only that, we put bacon grease both on the pan and on top of it.
On top of it, and it
Just to crisp it a little
gosh.
better.
So good. Every single layer of this thing was awesome. What did we do? Did we put the one crescent layer down flat?
One layer first, Then
And
we threw hash browns on top.
browns,
Mixed in some bacon and some cheese on top of the hash browns.
Another layer.
No, country gravy.
Oh, that's right. Well, we did gravy on every single layer.
And then we put another layer on. Then on top of that, we did both the sausage and the eggs at the same time.
Yeah.
And we mixed more bacon in with that.
And then
Put some more cheese
sausage,
on that.
Gravy and cheese.
Then we put the final
One
one
layer.
on.
And then just bacon and cheese. The rest
No,
of it.
the rest of the gravy first.
Oh, yeah.
Then the bacon,
bacon
and
and cheese.
Cheese was on top to cover everything, hold it all together.
Toss it in the oven to make sure everything melts.
Let it sit for about 10 minutes.
Oh, God, it was heaven.
It was probably the best one we've made yet.
It was.
Well, I guess that's true, because usually we have at least leftovers for a day or two.
Yeah. But
And
this
I got here
time,
today and there was nothing left.
There
and I
was
was kind of
nothing
sad.
here.
We also have more children this time, too.
But it wasn't even just
Well,
the
they
kids,
didn't
though.
even like it after we made it.
Jasper did.
Well,
I mean, he
yeah,
did-
that's true.
But he didn't eat much of it.
John didn't touch it at all.
No, of course not. And she loved it.
I really liked
She absolutely loved it.
That's one of my favorite creations. I make a hella good grilled cheese.
Yeah. And I've learned the secret to a grilled cheese is you can't overdo the butter. You can't underdo the butter. You have to have the right pan.
Well, see, the
You have
best
to have
way
the
to do
right-
it
Right heat.
is have melted butter already. Spread it on the bread. Just leave them on. Let the bread sit.
Yeah.
Get your cheeses and everything together. I like to use 3 different cheeses. I'll generally use Swiss, American, and depending on what's available at work, mozzarella or provolone.
Provolone is great if it's smoked.
And I'll put those on, and then I'll throw in a couple slices of bacon, which just, adds to it.
Come on.
Occasionally I'll throw in a tomato. I'm not big on tomatoes, so I don't do it too often.
But that sounds good.
And the final bit I'll do is jalapeno slices.
Ooh.
And it gives it just that little bit of heat and balances with the cheeses, and it's just a perfect blend.
Since I don't have a flat top iron available to me, I just have pans. You lucky bastard.
What can I say? Being a cook has its perks.
We got a flat pan, but it would only heat up in the middle. I want.
I have a flat top.
He
that's
has a
big to work
he has
with.
a huge at
skillet.
work.
No, a flat top.
A flat top iron, an actual workspace at like a restaurant. He works at a restaurant. That's what he has available to him. I have just pans.
It's literally like this big, and then it's got burners on the other side of it.
So I would, I'd actually melt the butter in the pan and then set both pieces of bread in.
That's generally what my coworkers like to do when they're making grilled cheese.
Right.
But I found it's better if you just take the melted butter.
Yeah, if you put it on top
just,
of it.
just enough.
It would be great if I could do that. I just don't have the availability to.
That's true.
And you can't use margarine. Or you have to use real butter. Otherwise, the flavor's off. You don't get the right amount of crisp on your bread, and then you just ruin the whole dang thing. Has to. It was candy and foods. You didn't hear us at the beginning? Oh gosh.
I've found as I get older, I crave more and more spicier foods.
Right.
Like, my dad and I make an amazing chili.
Oh, I haven't made my chili in a while.
And Allison, she can attest to it, is probably the best chili we've ever had. I hope she's okay with me saying that. I'm pretty sure she said it before, so I don't think it counts as what is that, slander?
Yeah, no, slander would be a
technically
negative.
it would be about her, wouldn't it?
Slander would be a negative connotation. but that's not a negative connotation.
Right.
That's a positive connotation.
Well,
But at the
either
sa-
way, it's not a lie.
At the same time, she can comment if it's wrong.
She can feel free to comment. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I said it, Allison. You can comment.
Oh God. No, I don't think I'll delve into your guys' recipe. Probably want to kind of keep it a secret.
We don't care.
Okay, well, let me know.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you right now. We do 5 fresh jalapenos, straight from Kroger. Take them, slice them up, seeds and everything. 3 habaneros. We get a jar of sliced jalapenos, the pickled ones. So we dump all that with the juice and everything in it.
My uncle, he'll eat those straight out of the can.
Yeah, we'll do. Usually it's the 75% lean, 15% fat. Maybe it's the 20% fat actually. 25%. I don't remember.
So hold on, what is it more lean or less lean?
Less lean. It's 25% fat, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So those
for
are really
ground sirloin. We'll use that.
No,
and-
sirloin's higher than that.
Oh well. Sometimes we use ground sirloin.
The leaner the beef, the more tender it is, as long as you do a like slow roast on it.
We prefer the fattier one. We find it adds the flavor better.
Yeah, flat.
And
so, what's funny about fat is it'll actually bind to those spices,
oh yeah.
and it helps it so much.
We also use Bob Evans zesty Italian sausage,
Yeah.
the hot one, obviously. And we like to actually overcook the hamburger.
So
that
it has like kind of a charge.
we cook it brown, and then we brown it again. So it's a really dark brown.
Okay.
And we find it just brings out the best flavor there. And then we throw all that in the pot. We get 3 different kinds of beans. We have, what is it? Kidney beans. 2 different kinds of kidney beans. And pinto beans. And then I don't have the recipe on me right now. I'm going off of memory. It's not as easy as you'd think.
Dad has it pinned up to your fridge.
Yeah.
It, like literally, they're just.
And we change it every time. Like we add or subtract stuff. Here lately we've been using Taco Bell fire sauce because we can buy bottles of it. So we'll put a whole bottle of that in there as well.
Jesus, a whole bottle.
A whole bottle, yeah. We use about half a. You know, when you go to Kroger, you can buy a decent sized thing of chili powder.
Yeah.
We use about half of one of those. 2 cans of beer.
Beer.
And there's something I'm missing, but I can't quite.
Never had beer chili.
Fresh and diced onions.
You have to have onions in a chili. I'm sorry, people who are like, I don't like onions.
Even I don't like onions, and we
You
put it in
have to
there.
have onions in chili.
There's something I'm missing, but I can't remember. McCormick's hot taco seasoning. I think that was it.
That's quite interesting.
And it all amounts to probably the greatest chili I've ever had.
He doesn't like beans in his chili.
That is not right. That is messed up. Gotta have some beans in the chili.
Oh, well,
He'll put like a single can of beans.
That's not enough. You
No,
have to have enough.
He'll put a single can of beans to 5 pounds of beef.
That's not enough beans. You need more beans. I hate beans with a passion. But if you do not have the beans, it doesn't balance the chili.
okay, gosh. I will.
Have to balance the chili.
Like I have to fight him to even put the single can in.
Next time I
Meat
make
is
my,
not chili. Beans is not chili. No spice is not chili. all of it has to
he
be
adds
there.
plenty of spice.
Yeah, and
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Most of my spice isn't like fresh peppers, except for the last time I did it, I added adobo.
Ooh.
No, it wasn't fresh adobo.
Nice little bit of smoke.
It was the canned adobo.
Oh yeah, no. The
Oh.
last time he made chili.
And I did add some beans to it.
I'll have to.
Compared to my last recipes.
It was spicier than chili that I don't like spicy. And it was
Oh,
spicier
you wouldn't
than
like
what I
mine, then.
Yeah. It's spicier than what I normally do, but put a little bit of sour cream and cheese in it. Oh.
How do you do with spice?
I will eat it, and I will do fine with it.
I've got to get you some of my chili sometime. We have some in the freezer frozen, but we're taking it to the beach.
I think we should do a mini chili cook-off. That sounds like something we could do.
I'm not entirely sure how to scale down mine.
I don't think you could.
I don't think so either. It's meant to be made in large quantities.
Next time, you know what? Next time I know that a large event is coming up, I'll let you know.
Okay,
And
that
then
sounds good.
We'll end up doing that, like at the stock car. Or the
Stock car
little
racing?
Tiny wooden ones. Is that what it is?
Soapbox?
Soapbox.
No, the boxcar derby.
Wow, that's
Box
it.
cut- Jesus.
They have a chili cook-off at the boxcar at the derby.
Where is it
The
at?
Scouts. The Scouts. It's at the church on
And right over here.
up.
The one
Oh.
right before
Yeah.
the.
When is it?
They do it every year. This one's already coming past. I think it wasn't like right at the
Start of spring.
Yeah, start of spring. I'm gonna have to make my chili for this next one because like
If you make your chili, I will see if I can convince Dad to make some too.
I'll let you know when it's coming up and we'll do that.
Because our chili is a two-person effort. Which, I know it sounds funny,
No, it's not.
but
funny.
just like the breakfast lasagna, that's a two-person.
you need two people to make that.
You
damn
cannot
thing.
do it alone.
You can do every single individual step alone, but everything needs to be done right at the same time, or it doesn't work.
But that chili is probably the best chili ever.
I think you should probably convince your dad to add adobo because those are a lot. You have a lot of peppers in there already, but adobo has a very awesomely distinct flavor
Right.
that doesn't overpower.
Oh goodness.
Sorry. Keep on getting up and down, up and down.
Jesus, child, how do you do this?
Just feeling the age, you know. Just recently had my birthday.
How old are you now?
28.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm turning 29 this year, man.
Yep. Always been a
Everyone
year
hates
older.
me.
Huh?
Everyone hates me.
They think she's older than what she is.
Really?
Everyone hates you when you're 23.
Oh, God, I didn't even catch the joke.
God.
When you first met her, how old did you think she was? Do you think she's probably around my age?
No.
Okay. That's good.
No, he was one of the few who didn't.
Oh, that's right. I remember. There was a few people who were like, oh, you've got to be like close to 30.
Oh,
No.
God, yeah. People thought I was 30. I'm like,
No.
I don't know if that means I'm mature or if I look old.
Probably a little bit of both.
Back to food.
Sorry.
Today in Kroger, you didn't believe me, but I knew I could find it somehow. Turns out all it took was asking somebody, but you know me, I'm stubborn. I don't like to do that.
Yeah.
Um,
He's the exact same.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids ice cream.
The most disgusting thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Oh, you're
I'm
just
pretty
being
sure
a
you
baby
put
back
worse in your
bitch.
mouth.
I have put worse in my mouth, but that doesn't mean they were disgusting.
You're just being a baby back bitch because you got a piece of gummy in your teeth.
Oh my gosh, I hate gummy so much. Oh,
Probably one of the best ice creams ever, aside from obviously cookies and cream.
You'll have to try the cereal now.
I will have to try the cereal eventually.
Cereal?
Apparently they have Sour Patch cereal.
Sour Patch cereal?
Yep.
Laurel gets it for the kids all the time.
Ew.
I don't know. It sounds kind of good.
It's not bad. It's just like slightly sour, not Fruit Loops.
Apple Jacks?
No,
I don't know.
that's apple and cinnamon. It's almost like Fruity Pebble type fruity.
Ah,
Oh, but sour?
Just slightly. Like, it's not gross.
interesting.
I mean, I don't like sour to begin with. I wouldn't say that. I like lemonade.
You like lemon juice?
I like lemonade.
Yeah.
We're sitting here drinking Army Palmies.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm empty. I can fix that.
Speaking of, I know this is your absolute favorite drink, but besides
It's one of
this-
my favorite things.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, is it your absolute favorite?
Well, that depends. In a restaurant situation, I will 9 times out of 10 go for lemonade. Pink lemonade if they have it. I prefer the pink lemonade, and I don't know why. I just think pink lemonade tastes better than regular lemonade.
Yeah.
I used to hate regular lemonade, but I'd only drink pink lemonade, and even then was meh about it.
But outside of that, if I'm not drinking one of these, it's generally going to be a Lipton half and half. Or sometimes I'll go get a Speedy Freeze because, you know,
Speedy Yeah. Have you ever tried to get an Arnold Palmer at a restaurant? Say half lemonade, half tea.
I tried it once and I was not impressed with the quality of their tea.
It really does depend on the restaurant, because
So I generally kind of shy away from that just because, I mean, I know when I was younger I would go through fast food and be like, alright, I know it's a weird request, but I want you to mix Sprite and lemonade half and half equally, please, for my order.
I remember that.
It was basically carbonated lemonade.
And you'd also
it
get
was
the spicy chicken sandwich at Wendy's every
damn
single time.
straight.
Oh my gosh.
And the ghost pepper fries when they were available.
Yeah, which were very, disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of my head, Kevin.
No, never. I live there.
That's gonna have to be a subject for another cast.
Yes, it will.
Oh my gosh.
Your Spidey twin senses.
Yeah.
Yep.
But seriously, they were disappointing. Like, we were expecting, like, melt your face hot.
We were expecting heat, and what we got was nacho cheese.
Yeah, it was literally just like the nacho cheese from Burger King.
And then there was like a hint of heat, where you're just like, is that heat or is that just me thinking it's heat?
And then it got killed by water, which normally shouldn't happen with water. Usually if you try and drink water to kill the heat, it makes it
worse.
10 times worse.
That reminds me, I do want to do the pepper challenge with you sometime.
I'm good.
No, you can't back out of this.
Seriously, I can't do it. My stomach is way too torn up.
You'd end up with like a freaking ulcer.
I do like hot stuff, but because of everything that I've... Well, Bri brought up the fact earlier that we should talk about me being a celiac.
Yeah, that's true.
I have celiac disease. I don't follow the diet because I'm
Life
an idiot.
sucks when you follow that
Yeah,
diet.
life sucks when you follow the damn diet. So my stomach is constantly in pain, and I have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. I'm lethargic like 90% of the time because of it. It is a sucky ass disease, but at the same time, things like that can really fuck up my stomach. Because I don't know if you know much about it, but the cilia actually get worn down.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be able to process that very easily.
You would wind up with an ulcer.
We can do the milk challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
All
kicking
right,
you out if
we
you
got to
that.
do the milk challenge.
All right.
I'm kicking you out if you do that.
We wouldn't do it inside. We're smarter than that. Come on.
I'm kicking him out if he does that.
Milk makes
You
me
have
go.
children. You have children.
I forgot about that.
I know I have children.
that are gonna see that.
Yeah, they should watch while we do the milk challenge.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Teach
So-
them about doing stupid things off the
They
internet.
already do stupid things. They're boys.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, but when they see it happen to their dad, they'll probably learn a little faster.
That was the.
No, they'll be. I want to do that too. I want to do that.
I mean, if
too."
they want to try it, they can join. I don't care.
It's like those mushrooms I want to try.
Oh God!
I did it just in perfect timing to see if he would spit take. I said, just like those mushrooms I want to try. Oh God.
You know, I was thinking for a minute. You remember?
That's a scary thought.
Only sometimes. Buffalo chicken bacon bombs.
Those things were awesome.
They were.
We do need to make them again. I think.
I don't even remember how to make them anymore.
I think next time we make them, we need to get. You used biscuit dough, but we've learned that the crescent roll dough is a very versatile thing to use.
I agree.
You don't remember how to make them?
I do not.
So what it was we took a rotisserie chicken that was already done from basically anywhere: Walmart, Meijer, Target, Kroger. Which is probably where we'd end up getting it again.
Yeah.
And then you mix it.
Wait, I do remember because we shredded them. Then
Yeah.
we mixed it with. What did we mix it with? Did we end up doing Texas Pete? Hot sauce?
No, we used Frank's. I
Did
put
we?
that shit on everything.
I thought we did this at my house.
We did.
It would have been Texas Pete's then.
It was a joke. It's the commercial. Have you seen it? I put that shit
don't
on
think I
everything.
have.
It's
They bleep it out. I put that beep on everything.
it's funny.
I don't think I've seen that one. But it was shredded chicken mixed with Texas Pete. We put that in a little dough pouch, sealed it up, and then we wrapped it in bacon, skewered it with a toothpick so it'd stay on.
And then we baked it so that the biscuit would bake through.
Yes.
But if we do it with the croissant, we do it with the crescent roll dough, it might crisp up a little better and actually.
What dough did we end up using the last time? Was it just...
It was just biscuit dough.
Was it?
Yeah, there wasn't even all that great. Like they were good. They were really.
They were
good.
really good, but it could have been better.
And I don't know if you've seen this, but well, first, you like oh dang it, barbecue sauces.
I do.
What's the one that I absolutely love?
Memphis.
No, I'm talking about the brand. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Sweet Baby
Jack
Ray's.
Daniels?
Sweet Baby Ray's.
We
Sweet-
use that.
Sweet Baby Ray's has recently come out with a wing sauce,
Interesting.
and I want to try it.
Reminds me of the dry rub I'm creating at work.
You're still trying to.
Still trying.
Still
Haven't
trying.
got the heat part down yet because they don't generally have
they don't have too much
spicy related stuff. But I did manage to get it to bond with cracker meal properly. So right now what it amounts to is it kind of tastes like our Cajun chicken. Or not chicken. Cajun catfish. Except it's on a wing, obviously. And it's a dry rub, so you don't have to put any other sauces on it. And it's not bad. It just needs more spice.
Right. I don't know if, like, the last time that I used the adobo, it was literally just in a can, and it wasn't dry, it was wet. So I wonder if they have, like, a dry adobo.
We'll see. If I could, I'd get, habanero seeds or jalapeno seeds and mix that in. The seeds are where the heat is, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I'd mix that in because I've already got crushed red pepper flakes in there, and some regular black pepper, and just whatever spices they have up there.
Trying to just do what you can.
Just grab it and mix it. And
I
the
didn't-
first one I ended up making was way too heavy on the cumin. Way too heavy.
You've got a lot of scratch cooking, don't you? You do a lot of scratch cooking, don't you?
Yeah,
Like from scratch.
I do. Yeah.
I worked at La Rosa's back in the day, and it was not scratch cooking at all.
Bunch of canned foods and stuff.
A lot of stuff. Like we did prep the onions, and I think that was about it. Most everything else came from a can. Jalapenos
Ooh,
came from a can.
damn. That's rough.
Artichoke hearts came from a can, which I don't understand how anybody can put artichoke hearts on a pizza.
Yeah, that's not right.
Obviously, the sardines came from a can. Where's the anchovies? Sardines, anchovies. I can't remember which one they had.
Yeah, where I work,
Pepperoni
we,
came from a bag. Cheese came from a bag. Sauce came from a bag. Everything came from a bag or a can or a box of some sort, except for the onions and I think maybe a few other like vegetables.
all of our tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, peppers,
that's all fresh.
all of it fresh, sliced daily.
You toss your
The
own.
feta cheese we cut up ourselves.
God, I love that feta. I am such a huge fan of feta.
Our lettuce we chop up and all of that. The salad mix even, we mix it ourselves. Potato salads freshly made by us. That one takes a little while. It's not bad potato salad though. I'm not a fan of potato salad, but it's not bad.
There's
I made that for Allison and her family too, and they really liked it.
Flyboys. Have you heard of Flyboys?
I've heard of them. I've never tried it.
They had one down in Centerville. I think it was like the only one that they ever had, and then they had rumors that they were going to build one in Beaver Creek, which they actually got one up right now. They put it in like a year or two ago,
Really?
and I didn't even know about it until last year.
Holy crap!
Yeah, like they snuck that thing in there. And
Well, they've got a lot of development over near Lowe's and stuff.
Oh yeah, they've got a potato salad. It's a red potato salad.
I did red potato salad.
It's really freaking good, and I like my potato salad. But anyway, it's Flyboys.
I did a red potato salad for Allison's family.
Yeah,
They use regular old potatoes at work, but I was shopping and I didn't even get the right ingredients that we put in at work. I just kind of grabbed a few. I wasn't paying attention to what I grabbed. Ended up with chives, thyme, and green onions.
ooh,
And I chopped them all up, put them in the potato salad with the mayonnaise, and the potatoes I left just slightly undercooked. So they were a little firm,
so they were just slightly.
but
crisp.
at the same time I also squished a lot of it. So there was no definite shape, and some of it was a little firm, and some of it was, potato salad consistency.
Right.
And they really liked that.
You might hear the grunts and cries of my newborn, Mr. Michael here.
As far as creations go, we do need to start experimenting on some more.
Oh yeah.
We need to create our
especially
own
with
recipes and all that.
We've gotten way more under our belt the last like 3 or 4 years of just us cooking in various situations. Me at home, because I've got freaking kids and
Everywhere.
And yeah, I've got to make food, man. Again, I love experimenting with different meals and stuff like that. I really think we should probably watch some more Epic Meal Time just to see if we can get some.
I've tried now and again to go back, but it's just like
It's not the same anymore.
after we made the breakfast lasagna, I kind of was like, this is all just kind of the same thing, bacon and
More
generally bacon. Sometimes they add a little extra, but
like drinking
all the time.
all the time.
I don't do that anymore.
I
Although I did have a shot on my birthday, because everyone at work wanted me to take a shot.
Yeah, take a shot, Kevin.
I was like, whatever, okay. So I took a shot and I went home.
I think
I hate my birthday. I really do.
I'm really hoping that my mead turns out okay.
You what?
My mead.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going on week 5 or 6. It should be done here soon.
Is it week 6?
I think so.
So you should be able to crack that open pretty soon.
Yeah, I think next weekend, I'll end up cracking it open.
I'll give it a taste, but I don't drink anymore, really. So.
Oh, I know. Neither do I.
That's true.
You
When
only
is the last time you had an actual,
sit down, get drunk, or drink to get drunk?
or just, general drinking?
I mean, I drank on the 4th, but it was like maybe 2 or 3 beers.
Just a couple beers?
Just a few. And then, no, it wasn't the 4th. It was Father's Day. Jeez. And then before
And that was...
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. The last time I seriously drank... Let's see. When was the last time I seriously drank?
It's like one of those things you just can't remember anymore. You just can't drink to drink anymore because we're adults with busy things to do, with adult-like things to do.
Well, let's be honest. We probably could drink to drink if we really wanted to. We could make arrangements for your kids to be not here.
Oh yeah.
And I could make arrangements to get pretty much any and all alcohol I could. And you could probably invite people, which would make me a very quiet person in the corner.
I don't think it would be a party drinking session. I think it'd just be a...
Generally, it's not. Generally, it's you and me.
Yeah.
And sometimes your wife.
I remember the last time you drank to drink to get drunk. It was a party setting. It was at Amy and Tony's.
It was a New Year's, wasn't it?
It was either New Year's or just a party. I can't remember.
It's probably right around New Year's.
Probably.
And that was, 2 years ago?
Longer.
3 years ago?
Longer.
5?
It was 4 years ago.
Oh, holy crap.
It's four and a half, something like that.
Wow.
It was-
I'm doing good.
it was.
I should be a poster child for AA.
I'm pretty sure it was right around the time that me and Bri actually got together.
That sounds about right.
And
Oh, we're straying again.
well, I mean, it's not too bad of a stray. It's still product we put into our bodies.
That's true, but I do so want to stick to food.
Right. And we'll have a full podcast of just drunk stories, but these aren't exactly drunk stories. These are just
Little scatterings of memory.
Pretty sure the last time I drank to get drunk wasn't even my bachelor party. It was before the bachelor party. It was the
wedding, the ceremony itself.
No, I didn't drink to get. I was drinking to get drunk, but then the puppy died.
Yeah. I forgot about Bear dying. Was it Bear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big fluffy bear. He was so sweet. But
That happened after I left.
yeah, I did.
Because I had to go to my grandparents for dinner. Allison was there and Evelyn too.
It was for the we had what's the term? You get everybody together to talk about where they have to be during the ceremony.
I don't know, but I know what you're
A
talking about.
rehearsal. That's what it's called.
Something like that, yeah.
I drank to get drunk on the rehearsal, and I did.
Was I there?
Did, yes. I'm pretty sure you were. Because I passed out in the backyard.
Are you sure I was there?
You might have been.
When was the rehearsal?
You got those buzz balls.
I bought you good. Was that the rehearsal?
Yep.
I didn't drink that night, really, did I?
No. Yeah. No.
No, I bought the buzz balls for you guys.
That was it.
Yeah.
And did...
I did do one shot of absinthe, I think.
Yeah.
But, man, them buzz balls did work on you guys. Especially her.
The
Buzz balls. Green apple buzz ball. Your favorite.
Oh, I'm trying to remember when that was.
That was
Rehearsal
the rehearsal.
Ah.
for your wedding.
Oh, yeah.
I bought them for you guys just because
Like,
It was basically a present. An alcoholic present.
Yeah.
alcoholic presents are my favorite.
That like entire week is just a blur.
Yeah, really.
Probably
is.
didn't help that the Buzzball really got you like that.
Well, hold on, because the bachelorette
Wait,
party-
hold on. Drunk stories are for another
Yeah,
podcast.
drunk stories are another time.
Sorry, we ended up straying like
Oof.
real bad.
We went pretty far off. Okay.
You guys are over an hour.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, the food that we've made so far: chili, bacon bombs, breakfast lasagna.
Those are the big ones.
They're all really good. What am I trying to say here? They're really good experimentations that we should continue with. We should continue to improve.
Yeah,
I mean, at this point, I don't know how much more we can improve on the breakfast lasagna.
we finally found the perfect balance of everything.
Maybe cut back a little bit on the sausage,
Yeah.
like you suggested. It didn't sound like a bad suggestion. Maybe 1.5 tubes of sausage instead of 2.
Yeah.
But we're pretty much there with that one.
We need to try the buffalo chicken bombs again.
We do. We really got to work on them.
And I
That
think
recipe.
we need to.
I think we need to commit these to, I don't know, a flash drive or a document or at least handwritten something
Yeah.
so that we have them.
I'll work on it because I think I've got a book that I'm actually reserving specifically for recipes.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Oh, that makes me happy.
And my wife can write it because she's got good handwriting. I do not.
Even better.
No, handwritten.
But I also think we should look for
Other things that we can.
other
do.
creations. And
I really want to come with a like a mashed potato fry.
mashed potato fry.
Basically, you take some mashed potatoes
Yeah.
and you deep fry them,
So a potato cake.
but in fry shape,
French fry shape?
basically.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I tried to do it at one point. They turned out pretty okay, but they were way too thick.
They're probably really difficult to fry that way.
Yeah, they are. it was not easy.
You remember our mash?
Vaguely,
Think back to high school days.
very vaguely.
Mornings at your house during the summer.
Oh my gosh, because you were wanting to do them like a lot after we did it, but like it's such a vague memory.
Bacon, eggs. Think we used. I don't remember what else we used. I know there was bacon and eggs in it, real well.
But was it hash browns we used, or was it like just mashed potatoes?
I think we used mashed potatoes at least once. And we just kind of put all kinds of stuff in it and experiment, see what tasted good and what we really shouldn't have added. Do you remember that really horrible one? It was like
I think
incredibly
I know.
salty and
A lot of my high school days are like almost completely wiped from my memory.
I have a few here and there that
Like it pops up like, oh hey,
yeah, it does. My memory's never been great.
and unless we do something like a multitude of times, like drinking that coffee
Or the breakfast lasagna.
or the breakfast lasagna, some things just don't stick very well.
But
Oh, there's one food. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
yeah.
There's one food that I've tried and I've done a little bit of research on over the years. Do you remember chicken pizza the Bonzo.
I do not.
I might have talked to you about them. Crossroads has them now. They're called McGooey's there. So you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Nope.
It is a deep fried pizza.
The deep fried calzone.
Interesting.
So what you do is you take all of your pizza ingredients,
Stuff it into a calzone. Seal it up.
deep fry it.
Wow.
But most things like that, calzones and stuff like that, they're one, baked. And then two, they don't have the sauce in them. These, they do.
Interesting.
They come from, and I've tried so hard to try and find some sort of reference to these elsewhere outside of Ohio. The Bonzo derived from a Ponzo with a P instead of a B. And if you actually search it up, you come up with this pizza place out, I think, towards like New York or something. And that's what they specialize in.
You know, you saying Ponzo and Bonzo made me think of Bosco.
Bosco. That might be
Bosco sticks.
That might be a thing that they actually derived the word from. Who knows? Bosco sticks.
You
were
remember
awesome.
Bosco
my
sticks?
Gosh, yes. My work has them every once in a while.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. When I first saw them, I'm like, what? So they got cheese sticks every Friday, but they have Bosco sticks once a month.
I remember Bosco sticks. Everyone loved them at school. They were one of the things that sold out in the lunch line.
Oh yeah.
That and the Red Baron pizzas.
Yep.
Those Red Baron personal pizzas were just like off the shelves.
Something about cheese and bread just goes together so well.
It does.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up. I'm getting tired. My little 2-year-old's starting to cough up and get woken up by us.
Well, I guess that's it, but hope you enjoyed listening and hope you have a great morning, evening, afternoon.
Midnight, 1 in the morning, 2:22 in the morning.
What are the odds of that?
Jeezy Pete's, man. Tell you what.
But really, what are the odds that we ended up
Two-
wrapping up at 2:22?
223 now? No, yet. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, we hope that we made you hungry.
We hope that you enjoyed, and we hope you come back for another installment down the line.
All right. Bye.